beautiful freaking Monday morning right now. Like, it is gonna be 70 degrees today. Holy shit. What? On other notes, sorry for not making vlogs last week. Kinda was just going with the week. It was a very, very long week. It seemed to take forever. But, it was a good week. You know, nothing went horribly wrong, so we're good. Had a pretty good weekend. I went over to Sean's, like usual. I usually go to Sean's on the weekends because my dad's usually not home, and so I'm like, I'm gonna go chill with people. And so went over to Sean's on Friday night, hung out there for a while. Let's see. Saturday we played more D&D like usual. Will came over. It's always good seeing him. It's really weird to think I have known all of these people for 8 years now. I've known them since high school. These are probably, besides some of my girlfriends that I've known since grade school, these are probably the people I've known the longest. And it's really cool. I really like it that, you know, God, the sun! That burned my eyeballs. That's what I get to try and not run into people. Sorry about that, guys. Just got blinded. Anyway, so Will came over on Saturday. We hung out for a little while. He showed me Warframe, which I need to download that now because I'm really interested in it. I've been hearing about it for a while from one of my coworkers, but I was kind of like, you know, we'll see. And then Will showed it to me. I was just like, holy. It looks amazing, and it's a free game. Granted, you can like buy little add-on DCs, but it's not like mandatory, you know. So since all of us have kind of gotten a little burned out on Destiny since they kind of hit their plateau so far, we're gonna switch over to Warframe and see how well that goes, because it's a free multiplayer online game that you can connect to people on their servers, and there's like so much to it. Holy crap. I'm really excited for it. So yeah, did that. Then we played D&D. Nothing too spectacular happened in our Out of the Abyss campaign. Nothing too amazing. Just going through the Underdark. Very, very scary place. And so we're kind of seafaring right now in the Underdark. It's exciting. And really terrifying in the other parts too. So I played D&D, had fun. Sunday was a Superbowl, and for the longest time, I was not much of a football person. You know, it just wasn't my thing. It wasn't until I went to college up at WSU that I really started getting into more sports stuff. You know, because one of the few great things about Wazoo was their sportsmanship. Not, you know, how they played or anything like that, but the community, how much that they cheered and really, you know, we really got together when it came to football games and stuff. So that was really nice. And so I went to a couple of football games when I was in Washington to cheer on the Cougs. Woo, go Cougs! And so that kind of got me into it. And then, of course, Sean's mom was like football? You should go for the Seahawks. And so we started watching Seahawks games together, and I got really into it. So I say, woohoo to Seahawks, and woohoo to Cougs! Yay, Washington. Born and raised in California. Well, not born. Raised in California, but woo, Seahawks. Oh, God. But, yeah, so we've been watching a lot of football together and rooting for the Seahawks. But, for the Super Bowl, we were rooting for the Broncos. Main reason is one of our family members really likes the Broncos, and so we're like, okay, well, the Seahawks aren't playing, so we'll root for the Broncos. And the Panthers, those Panthers are just, they're idiots. Not, you know, I'm not saying the entire teams are idiots, but you get what I mean. The main reason why we didn't vote for the Panthers, because Sean's mom really did like the Panthers. Every time, you know, the Seahawks were playing, she's like, woo, go Panthers. However, when the Panthers defeated the Seahawks right in the previous game before the Super Bowl, they had really bad sportsmanship for winning. Like the main quarterback, Newton, freaking took a 12-man flag out of a fan's hands, crumpled it up, and threw it on the ground after they won. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. You just became an ultimate dick for messing with a fan. It's one thing to, talk shit to players and stuff like that. But the moment you start messing with fans, it's like, hold yourself. And so, ever since that, apparently a lot of Seahawks fans were putting the Seahawk logo in Broncos colors because they're like, no, fuck you, Newton. You just became outlawed by Seahawks right now. And so we were all rooting for the Broncos. And, I really enjoyed watching the Super Bowl. We had, I want to say about 20 people over at Sean's house. And it was, it was all family and stuff. And so it was quite the gathering. And we had a shit ton of food, which was amazing. Smoked Gouda cheese. I had way too much of it. But it was delicious. And then someone also brought over smoked pork roast? I think it was smoked pork roast. But it was fucking delicious. Nom nom nom. Ate way too much. But yeah, so we all had a ball watching the Super Bowl and stuff. But one of the main reasons why I'm okay with football. I'm not like one of those, football is life. I'm kind of one of those, this is really entertaining. Because I love seeing people fly and get tackled. One of my favorite sports, besides besides football, is hockey. I jumped the gun there. Because of necessary roughness. You can be rough, you can hit people. It's great. And, I love hockey. It's really great. I don't have a specific team. The one that I've been kind of rooting for is the Winterhawks, which is in Portland. It's one of the few games that I've gone to and supported. My mom took me because we just wanted to go see a hockey game. But yeah, so freaking I love watching people get tackled and just like this hilarious shit that happens when it comes to football. Like, for people who did see the Super Bowl and stuff, when I don't even care if it was the Panthers that made the point. They were like 2 yards away from the field goal, and so they were gonna rush it, and freaking, they're all busting up against each other, and you see the guy with the ball go, floop, and like jump over the line of men and make the field goal. He freaking became a salmon and just made the goal. I was like, that was just beautiful. You became a salmon and went upriver. It was really great. And then, of course, all the other ones, too, where freaking player number 11 on the Broncos freaking caught the ball and just nearly made a field goal from the return. That was beautiful. A lot of interceptions, which were hilarious. But the thing that really kind of made us happy that we didn't vote or root for the Panthers was the fact that their main quarterback, Newton, was a complete, child the entire time. Like, he would make tiny little temper tantrums. There was a scene where they showed it on live TV, of freaking Newton watching, because he's being defensive, right? His team was doing defense, and so he's off to the side, and you see him watching the screen, and they made a play, and so he was waiting for the call on the play, and the play didn't go the way he wanted it to, and so you see him go, what? Ah! And fall to the ground in a temper tantrum. He literally fell down and was like, ah! And we're just like, okay, you have a bit of issues, because there was 2 other times too where you just see him getting really angry at, just, it was stupid. It was quite amusing, though, seeing him be so childish. So, good job, Broncos. Very proud of you, and good job, Manning, for winning his second Super Bowl trophy. So, very proud of you guys, and it was fun rooting for you. But on the other hand of this main Super Bowl game, the commercials. What the fuck, Mountain Dew? I'm sorry, but what the fuck? If you guys didn't see the Super Bowl commercials, look up Mountain Dew Kickstarter Super Bowl commercial. What the fuck? You guys are on crack. Puppy Monkey Baby? That was just gross. I'm sorry, but that was just gross. I did enjoy those, seeing the Batman vs. Superman commercials. And, let's see, were there any other really interesting ones that really kind of were like, that's great? Not that I think off the top of my head. It was just, I mean, granted, I understand that was the point of the Mountain Dew Kickstarter, was to bring what the fuck are you doing? To make it memorable? But at the same time, it was just gross. I'm sorry. Y'all need to watch it. It was gross. But yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fun. You know, we watched Super Bowl, had a good little... There were a couple people at our little family get-together who were voting for the Panthers, and so we had a fun little clash going on there. We also had to, of course, make fun of the... I don't know who kicked it, but when they were doing a 1-point field goal. Panthers, I'm sorry, it was just really entertaining. He kicked the ball, and you see the ball go ting! At the very, very top right portion of the pole of the little field goal, and just ricocheted off. And it was just like, oh, that was so bad. It was great. It was most entertaining. But didn't watch much of the halftime show. Saw a little bit of it, but at that point, all the kids and stuff, including Sean, David, and I, went outside, and we had fun throwing the football around for a little while. You know, I mean, I do enjoy Beyonce and let's see, it was Beyonce, Bruno Mars. Oh, and Coldplay. Dude, freaking Coldplay. I'm super proud of them. The flowers, though. Holy shit. That was like, if you have epilepsy, don't watch. It was so colorful. No, I enjoy Coldplay. Coldplay is really good. My favorite song by them was Yellow. Yellow's my favorite. But, no, yeah, after Coldplay and stuff, I don't really like Bruno Mars very much. I only like a couple of his songs, but every time I hear his Lazy song, I hate it. I hate it so much. I don't know why. It grinds my gears. I hate it so much. And so, yeah, he's not my favorite. And then I was kind of sad that I missed the Beyonce one, but we were all having way too much fun outside, and so we were, throwing the football back and forth. I was with Jamie, Gracie, and Travi, and so it was a lot of fun. We played out there until it got very dark, which was surprising how dark it was going to get, or how dark it got by the time the second half came on. And so, yeah, that was really good. It was a really fun weekend. Had a lot of fun with it. Now I'm at work. Oh, that was the other part. I totally forgot. Holy crap, how could I forget? One of my most important moments of freaking Saturday was I came to Petco around 2 o'clock, and I did my manager interview for the compartment, for the CADM, or the department, companion animal department manager. I did my interview for that with Taylor. And so it went really well. I feel like I answered the questions I felt like I answered them really well. And so I also brought my resume in, my updated resume with, the aquatic specialist stuff on it. And also kind of went over with her like, hey, what do you think I should do to update my resume? So that was really nice of her to help me with that. Since I'm still kind of new with resumes, my mom has been helping me out with them though. She's been sending me different types of resumes and stuff to look at and kind of take pieces from that I like. And so that's really cool. But I wanted to get her perspective since she hires people. And so, oh, it's bright out here. And so, I had my interview for that position, which was really fun. I got all dressed up and, had a nice blouse on, had my little skirt on, wore my flats, and it was funny. Freaking Magdy. One of my coworkers, I go in there, I look all nice, and she's like, wow, Krista, you cleaned up well. I was like, I don't always look like shit good. Because I usually you guys know what I come to work like. It's either like this with a little bit of it's either like this or this with a little bit of makeup. So I don't look like total trash. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. So I'm really hoping I get the position, because that'll be really nice for myself. I think I'm pretty sure I can handle being a manager. From what she was telling me and stuff, all the duties and all that, it doesn't seem like it's going to be that stressful for me. Apparently that position is supposed to be super stressful, but I don't know, I handle stress fairly well. And excuse me. I think the biggest part of that would be kind of dealing with the upper management people. Not like my main boss, but with people above her and how they want certain things to look, and if it doesn't look to their standards, how that's going to affect me. And so I'm pretty sure I can handle it. I mean, right now, to be fully honest, I'm getting kind of bored. Getting a little bored doing the same thing every day, go in, feed the fish, go out, feed the reptiles, clean aquatics, clean reptiles. I understand that this is exactly what I went in for, is, taking care of animals. This is exactly what I went in for. But, if I can do something a little more, something that I know could better help me and better help run the store and stuff, that A, will look really good on a resume, and B, I kind of don't mind a daily change. With being a manager and stuff, you deal with mainly the same things on a daily basis, but it kind of changes. And then being Cadam, I go to the vet sometimes. I go to drop off at the bank. I go to Safeway to get food for the animals. It's not always, you stay in the store, you do the same things over and over again, and stuff like that. You get a little bit of variety. My hours won't be the same. For the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be working 9 to 5, basically. And so, with being Cadam, I would do closing shift, I would do mid shift, I would be doing, a whole bunch of different things, which, sometimes it's nice just to have a set schedule of, this is what you're doing, 9 to 5, 9 to 5. But, already doing it for 2 weeks, I'm kind of like, it's nice having weekends off. So, I'm kind of, I'm open to it right now. So, it'll be interesting. I really hope I get it. It's just, gotta kind of work for it a little bit. So, I guess I have a little bit of competition, but I guess the biggest thing right now for the store is that if I get the Cadam position, it would be filling the aquatic specialist position, which shouldn't be too hard, because Taylor and I were talking about it, that if I do get the position, what we could do is I could do aquatics for 3 days, and then the other 2 days I'd be doing manager positions. And so, yeah. It'd kind of be playing on and off until we got someone to fill that position. So, yeah. So, yeah. Well, guys, I got a creepy guy staring at me, so I'm going to go ahead and head in. You guys all have a wonderful day, and remember to smile. See you guys.